Hi friends, welcome to Joan's Mini Homes. I'm Joan, and today I'm here to show you some resources that you might be interested in if you're a miniaturist or if you just enjoy looking at miniatures. So the first thing I'd like to share with you is if you are in the US, and I'm not sure if they take international members, but it's NAME, N-A-M-E, the National Association of Miniature Enthusiasts. And you can look at their website, create.miniatures.org, and it says you can make minis there. So check out that website if you're interested. That might be helpful. Now, if you join NAME, I believe it is $49 a year. And included in that membership is the Miniature Gazette. Okay, so this is a magazine that you get, and it is, hold on, I'm trying to think. I think it's bi-monthly. So let's look here. And they have a newsletter, which you can get online. You can also choose to get the Miniature Gazette online, but I like to have something to look at. You know, I like to hold it in my hands. I'm just that kind of person. But they have a nice newsletter also that you can get. And it has a lot of really good projects in it. Of course, when it shows up on your screen, it'll be in color, which helps a lot. I just printed it out in black and white. But they have a lot of like really good projects to work on, and it talks about upcoming miniature shows. You can see if there's one in your area and so on. So here's an example of the Miniature Gazette magazine, and this is the one from March and April. So you can see this really cool like tiki hut on the cover, and they have a lot of articles with member creations. So this was a name day sort of room box that people made. And then, you know, of course, they have a table of contents, lots of coming events, bulletin boards and announcements, the name news, and it talks about their social media presence. And there's photo gallery of people. And of course, the part I like best are the projects that are done by members, which I think is completely fun. And there's articles about miniature artists that you might like to look at. Here are some, these look like snow globe type creations, miniature. Okay, so anyway, you get the idea about this. And there's a lot of helpful things about your tools and how to make things. All right, so that is, again, the name, NAME magazine, the Miniature Gazette. Okay, all right, so that's one thing you might be interested in. Now, I don't know if you have a lot of Dollhouse publications where you are. Of course, you can subscribe by mail. One of my favorites is Doll's House and Miniature Scene. Everything amazing in the mini world. And this comes from the UK, so sometimes my bookstore locally gets it. Sometimes the issues are a little bit delayed. During the lockdowns, it was hard to get them at all. But finally, they seem to be being delivered more regularly. It's printed, like I said, it's printed in the UK. And the US issues are $16.49, and I think they come out, they're supposed to come out monthly, I believe. And this is a great magazine. I like this a lot. This was the Christmas issue, and it's just beautiful. It has so many projects. It talks about people who are on Instagram. It shows pictures of their work. It's like, this is an example of how to make a cake that looks really nice. And it's made with polymer clay and baked. And then here it talks about different Christmas room boxes. And this is wonderful. Look at this kitchen. It's just lovely. Some of them, if you didn't realize that it was miniature, you'd never know. The pantry. Beautiful. So it features different miniature artists, tells how to make the projects, and and there's even some haunted houses in here. So I really, really like this magazine a lot. So there's one. That's an example of one magazine. Again, that is Dollshouse and Miniature Scene. The publisher is, let me see if that helps you out. I don't see. Here is it. Visit www.dollshouseandminiaturescene.co.uk for more great features and products. And there's probably something there about how to subscribe to the magazine as well. All right, so that's one magazine. Another magazine I absolutely love, and I'm not able to find it anymore at my local bookstore, which makes me really, really sad. I think you can get the issues on a subscription online as well, which I have not done yet. But anyway, this is Dollhouse World, and it says World's Best-Selling Miniatures Magazine, and you can visit dollshouseworld.com if you're interested in this one. And this is another beautiful, the paper is heavier than Dollshouse and Miniature Scene, and the size is just a little bit bigger, as you can see. But this is a beautifully done magazine. I absolutely love it. The editor is Richard, but I don't know Richard's last name. And again, they have just beautiful articles and beautiful photography, nice quality paper. It's like, here's a person who made a miniature department store. Here are how to make miniature birdhouses. Lots of nice projects. So I don't know about you, but I feel I don't have a lot of Doll's House stores in my area. And really, the only place that I can find miniatures is Hobby Lobby locally. And Michael's Arts and Crafts really doesn't have much in the way of miniatures at their store anymore. Plus, the scale is kind of weird. Like if you're looking for 1/12 scale, it's just hard to find and match. But anyway, I need inspiration sometimes. So these magazines, and I'm going to show you some books here that are really great that you might like to order. And if you hear a loud bird in the background, that's my baby bird. He is a cockatiel, and he likes to holler sometimes. So I am going to start getting into, I think, making small polymer clay food. That just seems so interesting to me. And this is really beautiful. This one is printed in the UK as well. So it seems to me like a lot of really great dollhouse things come from the UK. So if you are from the UK and you're watching, thank you for watching. You might give me some more ideas for inspirational things. Okay, so then I love this book because it comes with a cutouts page. And this particular one are box files and insurance papers, which is kind of cool. So if you need that, that's kind of an extra thing it has every month that you can cut out. Here's an Etsy shop directory for miniatures, a miniature showcase. Really nice. I love this swimming pool and garden. Oh my goodness. I just love, love, love it. And it talks about, and this was by Christine Hanna has made this. And so it features miniature artists make pretty window blinds for your room. It shows you how to do that. So this is just a really nice magazine also. Just lovely. I love the photography. It's just nice. And it's packed. And the cost here is $16.95 as well. It's £6.99 in the UK. Of course, when it comes here, the price goes way up. But it's worth it because it has so much great information. I'm going to show you a few books here that I found that are dollhouse related, and some of them are really different. So if you're one of those people with a kind of a different idea about dollhouses and miniatures, this might appeal to you. So the first one is Fairy Village by Mike and Debbie Schramer, Schramer, and they are the best-selling authors of Fairy House, which I don't have. And this book, was published. Let me find the information for you. Oh, look at this spread. Wow. This is just a feast for the eyes. If you love fairies and fairy villages, you will love this book. It has beautiful photography. And it's published by Familius LLC. And that is Familius. You can visit www.familius.com for more information. And it just has beautiful photography in it. And it tells you introduction in which two humans are invited to tour the fairy world. So it talks about that. And then it shows you like the projects that they made for their fairy village. And this is the village market. And here are all the things they sell at the village market. And these are all handmade. We go to, there's the garden shop. There's the clothing shop with shoes and clothes that they've made. Books, the bookstore. There's the clock shop. This is so, it's just lovely. And there's sketches that they've done. Here's the clock shop. I love this. The Meadowland Bakery, and so on. So it has a lot more really, really lovely things. I'm just trying to see if there are any projects. I think this might be just, you know, you can obviously get your own ideas from this. These chairs, check out the chairs. I mean, just like gorgeous. I especially like this one. Made from sticks and vines. All right, and a lot of it's made from natural materials. In fact, it may all be made from natural materials. There's a school and the teacher's reading room. I love, love, love this. Okay, so this is, here are some musical instruments they made. Okay, and this is, so again, this is the cottages. Okay, I'm just trying to see. Oh, I love this. Look at the stairs. This is just gorgeous. All right. So as you can see, I geek out over these things because I just love them. And then it talks about the authors, and they look like really nice people. Hi, Mike and Debbie. All right. And so that is the Fairy Village book by Mike and Debbie Schramer. All right, so you might like that one. Now, this book is one that I got in Hobby Lobby, The World of Miniatures, From Simple Cabins to Ornate Palaces. The consulting editor is Sarah Walkley. Let me check to see if there's a price on. Okay, I have no price on this. The fairy book, okay, sorry. The fairy book is $24.99 in the U.S. All right, so that might be helpful. This book, I believe, was This was 30-some dollars. This is kind of an, oh here, US $35, 25 pounds in the UK. And let me see, okay. So let's look here. Okay, so The World of Miniatures. This is published by the Guild. It's first published in 2018 by the Guild of Master Craftsmen Publications Limited. All right, let's say that again. The Guild of Master Craftsmen Publications Limited. All right, so, okay, so it has table of contents. And again, you know, you're just going to love, love, love. You look at this and I say to myself, holy cow, that doesn't even look miniature. And that is the goal of miniaturists, of course, to make it look real. Just beautiful. So it talks about planning. Again, beautiful photography. Questions of scale. So it talks about scale from 1/12 to 1/48. There are beautiful projects in here. It talks about foundations and building from scratch and roofing. So this book, unlike the Fairy House book, shows you actually projects and how-tos, like how to do roofing. Okay, to me that's really, really helpful. How to do windows and doors. And of course, you know, there's a lot of YouTube channels. One of my favorites is Bentley House Minis. Ara is the hostess of that show. She does a fabulous job. I hope you check out her channel if you haven't already done so. It is wonderful. Hats off to you, Ara. I love your channel. All right. And then it talks about wooden moldings. I love this book because even though it's expensive, it shows you how to make things. And that's so, you know, we need that so much. Here's a section on castles. Gorgeous castles, how to do wood paneling. And then there's a section called Domestic Bliss. I don't want to make this super long, so I'm just going to kind of go through it. And it talks about flooring and doing tiled floors, modern romance. This is so cool. Look at that. I'm going to see if I can get that closer up. That is just, and okay, so the photography is just wonderful. All right, so it goes on, talks about thatching roofs. It talks about cottages and log cabins and barns. So it does go, oh, here's a beautiful fountain that someone made. How to do that. Lighthouses. Lighting and wiring. Oh, and that's a biggie right there. Lighting and wiring. Shows how to do that. Retail therapy, all about making mini shops. And let's see. There's more mini shops, more how-tos about town. And then unusual buildings, which I find really fascinating. There's a little bicycle. How to make picture frames. Oh, this is one thing I've noticed recently. This is a room done in a suitcase, a small suitcase, which I think is so, oh, there's a glare. It's really neat. I've seen several of those lately. Here's some, wait, what was that? Okay, oh yeah, here's needlepoint carpets, hemming carpets. How cool is that? Out of this world. And there's little animal houses if you like animals. Here's little bears, and mice are very popular. And that's going to come up in a minute. I've got a mouse house book that is, oh, there it is. This is the house that kept on growing, the mouse house. And I have got a book about that as well. That is The Mouse Mansion by, oh, Karina Schaapman. Okay, and then painting miniatures, and then tools and materials. How helpful is this? Clamps and all, acknowledgments, and then there's an index. Okay, so this is a wonderful, wonderful book. $35, but well worth the price. All right, then we have mixed media dollhouses, and this is for people who like something a little bit different. Techniques and ideas for doll-sized assemblages. This is by Oliveau, and Julie Molina. And let's look at the publication on this one. It is published by Quarry Books, it looks like. Yeah, in 2010. So this is a little bit dated, but not bad. And the price on this is $24.99 in the US, $16.99 in the UK, $31.99 in Canada. All right, so this is really different. This is not your typical miniature book, as you can tell. So it's just has a whole lot of really different things, and I find this very inspiring as well. So get on your mark, get set, play. It uses, some people are using cigar boxes here. I'm choosing a theme. So that is, I'll try to show you this the best I can. It talks about, again, thinking inside the box, choosing a substructure. And what they do is they stack boxes, cigar boxes, shoe boxes, photo collection boxes, and box frames, hunting and gathering, assembling your supplies. Ooh, I need one of those saws, by the way. Okay. Deconstruction and surface preparation, creating unique shapes. And then look at these cool shaped, neatly shaped houses. That's awesome. cut it out. You found the perfect encasement. Okay, so I don't know. You get the idea. Craft knife method for cutting openings. So that's handy dandy. So this book, again, has a lot of how-tos. The no cutting, faux cutting method, which I have not used, but it sounds interesting. Here is the Heartbreak Hotel Room. Love it. There's Elvis. All right, and it gives you tips and tricks and how-tos. The first layers, there's a lot of layering techniques in here. Making sidewalks and brickwork, using paint. And when you adhere something, it talks about glues. So this is super, super creative and outside the box, so to speak. It's actually inside the box, but you know what I'm saying, outside the box. And so this is a really, really nice paper dolls and beyond. And I like this too. It talks all about different ways of making different paper dolls. And there's one thing I'm going to, and then furniture. I'm going to skip ahead because it has some embellishments. I love this mermaid house. That's cool. And then it has thinking outside the box, which this whole book is thinking outside the box, I think. And I love it. Okay, so look at these cool houses. The Gothic house, the castle, the under the sea house, the circus house. How many cool things can you do? The hotel, the Wonderland house, and the appendix. So then they give you things that you can actually use in your houses if you want to. And that's kind of cool. There's mermaid tails, shutters, and then resources and contributors, and about the authors and acknowledgments. So that, it says this book takes the artistic approach, and they certainly do. So that's mixed media dollhouses. And finally, The Mouse Mansion. There is a book. This is a children's storybook. I saw one time, and I regret this to this day. It was at the Half Price bookstore, and I saw the actual artist book of The Mouse Mansion and by Karina Schaapman, and it showed how she made everything, and it was a beautiful, beautiful book, and I never could find it again, but I did find this one, and it has a lot of pictures of the house. I'm really happy that I did. So this is The Mouse Mansion storybook. It's $18.99 in the US, $24.99 in Canada, and just look at this. This is known as the house that would not stop growing. Let's see what the back looks like. There's the Mouse Mansion has so many rooms, hallways, and secret places to visit. Won't you come inside and explore? Okay, let's look at the publishing real quick. Publisher information. So I got this at the Half Price bookstore. So somebody's grandma and grandpa gave it to them. That makes me a little sad that they don't still have it, but I'm glad I have it. Okay, so this is 2011, and it was published by Penguin Random House. Okay, so, Dial Books for Young Readers, which is published by the Penguin Group. Okay, so it's Penguin Publishing. And this, again, by Karina Schaapman. So we have a table of contents. And look at that dollhouse. Holy cow. That is amazing. Amazing. Okay, so this book starts with Sam and Julia, this little... like I said, this is a children's book, but at least it has a lot of good pictures of the dollhouse things, and it's very cute. I want to find that other book. I have not been able to find it so far. It talks about the ragman. Here are the piled up newspapers. I hope you can see what the glare is. I hope that's not too bad. And pancakes, how cute. Okay, there's the little kitchen. I love it. The little mice. Here's the music room. Just look at the baby mice. How cute. And she made all of this. All of the furniture, all of the curtains, everything. It's just, and it looks so organic. It's just very, very awesome and fascinating. Can you tell I like miniatures? Oh my goodness. Okay. So actually, if we miniaturists cannot geek out over miniatures, then there's something wrong with this world. All right, so here's more. Just going to show you some of these pictures. All right, well, we're getting on to 25 minutes, and so I'm not going to go on much longer. But there's a little mouse with measles. Oh, poor baby. And there's a bakery. I mean, this is just absolutely fantastic. So that, again, is... and here is Karina Schaapman. And she lives in Amsterdam, Holland with her family. The Mouse Mansion is her first children's book. All right, friends. So that is my video about some different resources that you can look at and find for inspiration about miniatures and dollhouse making. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. It's a new channel. I need subscribers. I would appreciate it so much. And of course, it's completely free for you, and it helps me out a whole lot. So I want to thank you for being here with me today. I appreciate you so much more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And I hope to see you again soon. Happy miniaturing. Bye-bye.